Hello everybody, this is Letter in Hawaii. I thought I would show you a little bowl of an assortment of ephemera that I've made. It doesn't go with anything particularly, but it's just nice, to have it on hand. And I enjoy when I've got a little bit of free time just sitting there and making some of this stuff. The first thing I'll show you is I make these little crocheted flowers, little 5-petal flowers. I'm going to experiment with this different yarn. And here's my crochet hook, so that's all ready to go. I did use two different types of yarn. I used a thicker one here, which is kind of this weight, and it was a little bit variegated. It was rather nice. So that's one, and then this is another one, but I've made a lot of these. Next I will show you some other little flowers I made for ephemera. I had little tiny ends of lace scraps, 3 or 4 inches. So I made little rosettes and put a button or a bead in the center. And so I have quite a few of those made. And I just keep them, and they're nice to sort of add to something that you're making. You're looking for just the right thing. And then I've made a number of these tags with the vintage faces, and I think you might have seen one on this here. They're very handy. I like them, and they're very simple to make. What I do is I take a print of a woman's face, usually, sometimes some architecture element, and I print it onto paper, and then I adhere it to card. Sometimes it's just cereal box or something. After I've cut it out, like here's one that's taken from one of my French photographs of a lantern. After it's cut out, I adhere, I've adhered it. I go around the edge with an ink pad and distress it a bit on the sides. Then I punch a hole in the top and thread some twine through. And that's all. So here's another one. It's just ephemera, another one attached to a piece of old lace. And here's one also. They're kind of neat to make. They're easy and fast. Another thing I like to do, which is a no-brainer, is just mimic photographs. And I just print off onto matte photo paper different images that I like, and when they're cut out I just distress the edges so that they look like, they could have come from an old photograph album. That's the idea I have in mind. So I do those, and one of those tucked into a pocket is very nice. So here's another one of the little crocheted flowers. Put that there. I also make these bottle cap ornaments, and I've been doing a Christmas theme for a magazine, so this is a Christmas one. And usually I'll put a glitter or something around, or some tiny beads or something around the edge, but that's one there with Santa. What else have I got? Oh, and then the other things I like to do, and actually my sister taught me how to make these. They're actually vases. They look like ceramic in a way. And decoupage, that's not a solid piece of paper on there, are decoupage designs, and they're a vase. And so if you put that on a page, you can stand flowers or feathers or, twigs or whatever in them. And they've got a little bit of dimension. You can make more dimension. So when they sit, there's room for you to put, a little something in there. They're made with card, and you make 2 layers of card and then a layer of collage of decoupage papers on top, and then it's glazed a couple of times with glaze. And here's another one of the little lace flowers. Now the other thing I had, which was kind of old-fashioned, I found it in my stash, is that shrinky dink or something. And this was the one, I don't know if you can still get it, but this is the one that you print it through your computer, and then the image you print it about twice the size you want it to end up, and it's plastic, and then you shrink it. I shrink it with a hot glue gun, not a hot glue gun, a hot gun, whatever you call that thing. So here's some of those. Here's one, and I've done sort of different treatments around the edge. Some of them I just put like a gold paint around the edge, and then some of them I put glitter around the edge. But they look, particularly like that, they really look like, you know, a copper photo or something, or a brass photo. They look they look much better than the sum of their parts, I must say. So I used whatever I had. I think one page gave me 9 of these. So I'll just put those back, and you can see them as I put them back in this little basket. So there's that. Here are the little more crochet, lace flowers, crocheted flower, the little vases, the little ceramic. I tried to make them look like ceramic vases. They're like pots, you know, those pots you could put greenery in them or something. Aged photos, tags like that, tags, and of course more tags to be worked on. And if they're black and white, I really do like them sepia colored, so I usually brush over some sepia sponge on a brush, you know, make it look, or I can print it off sepia. But black and white might be nice for a change. I'm not totally sure on that. So these are nice. I like these to hang as a tag on the corner of a book page, or on the cover of a book, or something else you're making. Yeah. Now I'm going to get started and crochet some more flowers. It's a nice day today here in the islands. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.